Ooh, manifest destiny. We gonna have us a hootany. Hootany? Hootenanny.
Earl Phelps. A shooting at the 111 Club. 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine.
Hey, how about that?
Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes.
Oh, boy.
Appears we didn't get all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I understand you, but
The bum took a
thousands
swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
Not great.
God damn it. Just can't seem to put this morphine to sleep.
Ironic.
A dead judge. It's not good. Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Cole's vice is justice. And hats. Ugly yellow hats. Wait, the stairs are this way. All right, Cole has two vices. Justice, ugly yellow hats, and, I don't know, terrible driving isn't a vice. It's not like he's addicted to driving terribly. He's just a goddamned terrible driver. There's a difference. There's absolutely a difference. I hope.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job.
What are you doing?
Bonking a car, what does it look like I'm doing?
About time. This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak.
Homicide guys are already inside. Bukowski.
Phelps, back again.
We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Oh, no.
Who are the other Vics?
Two musicians, Biddleston and Bow. And get this, they used to be in a four-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Roy.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Roy. It was an awful line about your favorite lady's swimsuit.
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city...
Cole says Okinawa weird. That might just be the way white people said Okinawa in the 40s. For all I know, it might be the way a person is supposed to say Okinawa, and I'm the one who says it weird. Alright, do you have a wallet or anything, friend? Seriously? So you're just a corpse? Okay. Well, sometimes a corpse is a corpse. Of course, of course. Anything in your safe? Aha.
They didn't even try to crack the safe.
So maybe this was personal and not a robbery type situation. Oh, hey, more corpses. By corpses, I mean corpse.
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
Oh, hey, suitcase.
Well-maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument. What's that click?
There's a click?
Never the same, are they?
Sorry, are your mouthpieces hiding a secret combination to a hidden compartment in your
Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet.
So your mouthpieces are hiding a secret
He kept his stash close at hand.
I see. What's with the ticket?
We should follow up on the musician angle.
Hi there, Biddleston. Nice tie.
Do we have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Why do I feel as though this is being dealt by possibly literally the LAPD at this point? We got a back room back here, which contains the world's worst table fan. Like, okay, first of all, that's extraordinarily dangerous because the fan blades are not, covered in any way. They're just kind of out in the open. There's no cage or nothing, so a person could stick an appendage in there and just plumb lose it. Second of all, you're cooling a box. Like, what could you possibly be storing in that box that needs to be kept cooler than room temperature but not actually refrigerated? Oh, hey.
Army surplus again. McGoldrick must have been moving contraband through the club.
Army surplus cigarettes. Now the real question is, are these actual cigarettes or...
A dozen packs to a carton, 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Okay.
These look brand new. Never fired. They haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
All right, well, your name is The Hostess. Hi there, The Hostess. Are you a Twinkie? No? All right, fine.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Okay. So, good cop or bad cop? I mean, you're kind of looky-roundy, but you could just be disinterested. Yeah, okay.
Well, you must have some thoughts.
We get all types in here, officer.
Some bitch!
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
I mean, okay. And now I see that the Hemi High... Well, you weren't even doing Hemi High. You were doing look away, eye rolly, I'm too good for this bullshit. Which, I mean, okay, in retrospect, it turns out that was your tell that you're lying. In the moment, it seemed like you were just mean.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, man.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Well, that's good to know. We shall avenge his death through, I don't know, investigations? Copping? Yeah. We shall avenge his death through copping. Ain't that right,
Phelps,
Steve?
work the morphine angle. I'll work the stiffs.
How well did you know the owner?
McGoldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Any Central unit, suspect to be taken into custody at Southern California Auto Club. Stand by for further unit to handle. Identify code 2.
Take a dude into custody at an auto club? Yeah, okay, fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Detective Phelps, LAPD. What's going on here?
This joker was trying to tail one of our patrons inside.
I'm a reporter, you idiot. I'm doing a feature for the Examiner, and that patron I was following is a red under investigation by the feds.
Where is he now?
The parking lot. His is the blue Talbot. Say, how about an exclusive when you bring him back?
Shove off. You won't be filing your story today. I'll check this out.
I'm sorry.
A red, huh? Sneaky bastard. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
Okay, so wait, we're supposed to... Cole's decided that... Okay. So on the word of one person, Cole is now going to follow a person based on an alleged political opinion they have. The 1940s.
LAPD, sir. Can I have a word?
Well, that's an admission of guilt if I ever saw one.
Why are we...
He's not getting away that easily.
What is this man guilty of? From each according to his ability, to each according to his need, is not a jailable offense.
Step on it, huh? Just get me a little closer.
They don't throw you in prison for saying 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. Or at least they shouldn't. Ah! So what the fuck are we driving? The Batmobile? We're basically just driving the Batmobile.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
It's right in front of you, Roy.
Get off the road!
You're the one who fishtailed me into a tree, fucker! There was a comma in there. My car went out of control and hit a tree because of the fucker. It did not get out of control and hit a tree fucker. Where did the car... Oh, there you are. Hi. Whack. You're under arrest.
Show me your hands.
Being leftist.
This is harassment. Understand?
This is attempted murder.
My politics are nobody's goddamn business but my own.
Man's got a point. Seriously? We're not going to get an, oh, hey, it turns out he actually was bad? It's just, oh, okay. Okay, well. Listen. Let's all agree that it's actually about the narrative of the game is reminding the player that there is no such thing as a good cop. And everyone is subject to foibles. And it's certainly just not that. Oh boy. Oh, Cole thinks he did a good thing today.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
And everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested. Then we should change the law. Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Okay, so you're participating in an illegal crime ring and mad that someone
Aren't you
noticed.
supposed to be working the...
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus. I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Okay. Man, this story ends real bad for Cole.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Okay, so we gotta find people who were... Well, I mean, McGoldrick was on the fucking boat, so...
Enough to arm 3 companies.
Okay.
Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. This is the crate we recovered. 500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of L.A.
Seems bad.
Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Thanks, Harry. Stay in touch on this.
Oh, boy. Oh, this is gonna go bad.
Hey, can you give me a hand?
Alright, we should probably check out the Blue Room at some point. Unless the plot is gonna plot around us as we leave the station.
Mouthpiece store strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out.
I also feel like Cole is going to have opinions about the entire Los Angeles Police Department just being in on a crime ring. Doesn't seem like a thing of which he would approve.
So, half your old lackeys were on that boat, the late Mr. Goldrick included.
They weren't my lackeys.
Subordinates then, whatever you want to call them.
There were a lot of people on that boat.
Maybe you're behind this whole thing, Phelps. Wouldn't that be a master stroke? Hey, cut me in early and we'll ride this one into the sunset.
Sounds like you've got the case all sewn up, Roy. We should call it a day and go home.
And miss out on the Blue Room? I couldn't do that to you.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lichtman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't.
Roy.
What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
Fine. Alright. So there's your resting chick face. Sure is a chick. Tell me about morphine.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
That's not
A
an I
lot
don't
of
know
cats
anything.
are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
Okay. Oh, I saw that eyebrow. Don't think I didn't see that eyebrow, lady.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
You're talking an awful lot, friend. Who's the aforementioned Caucasian gentleman?
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Not sure I necessarily trust you. We're going to sit here on this screen for a minute or so and watch your left eyebrow. See if it twinges. If it twinges, then we're going to know that you're lying. Hasn't twinged yet. You might actually be telling the truth. I'm going to regret this, good cop.
They frequented the Blue Room. They were musicians. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm very sure. Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer.
Ooh.
Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words and very noble. But words are just words, Cole Phelps.
Chick's got a point.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, Cole's not going to survive this scene. Cole, why are we tailing the singer you have a crush on? Haven't we established a good many times that you're married? I feel as though we've established a fair few times that you're married and therefore shouldn't be stalking this German singer you obviously have a crush on. Just because she questioned your career choices and your place in the crushing boot of impending fascism. Sorry, was that a little too personal? Yeah, pay no attention to the stopped vehicle directly behind you, Mr. Taxicab. It's 4 car lengths away. That means you can't see it. It's been a very bad day for Cole's sense of the inherent justice of police work.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
She's right the fuck there, Cole. You're telling me she's supposed to not notice that... Okay. This is bad. This is bad, Cole. Cole, you should not be doing whatever it is you're doing. Oh, boy. Alright, what's the plan now, Phelps? She went in an apartment. Are we doing a B&E on this chick? We should not do a B&E on this chick. Hi, Roy. Oh, Cole. You're so bad at tailing, you got tailed yourself.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
Say, could I borrow some of that mascara?
So, I think this is the first time the game has just not presented the player with information about what Cole's up to, which doesn't necessarily feel great. Oh, Mickey.
2 club sandwiches.
You're so...
LAPD.
fine.
We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good
We've
afternoon.
met.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Well, I mean, maybe. Tell me, what was it like beating Harvey Specter? Anyway. Suits references.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
I find that not quite difficult, actually impossible to believe, Mickey.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Of course you wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
That seems bad. That seems real bad. Also, they're sending all the cops. Well, I mean, it is a dude with a machine gun spraying fire at a bus. That does seem bad. That does strike me as an everybody with legs get to be an everybody with wheels, and everybody with wheels get the fuck over there. Out of my way, I'm a cop and there's a bus shooting.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identify. Code 3. All units, further on the shooting at 1384 North Bronson. 116 Adam reports the suspect is on the roof of the J.W. Robinson building. All units approach with caution.
Terrifying.
Units 49 William, 15 Adam, go to 1370 Gordon Street. Establish a perimeter and stand by for further. Any other units to respond. Code 3, identify. Unit 19 Adam, meet the officer at 5920 Fountain Avenue. Assist Unit 49 William.
Don't stand up in the bus. Do not stand up in the bus. Oh, down goes a cop.
Find a way up there and stop that son of a bitch, Cole.
Wait, I have a pistol and he has a face. Oh, no, wait. Okay.
Shooter has a machine gun. He's emptied 2 clips into the bus. As near as we can make out, he's on the roof of one of those buildings.
He is indeed on the... Uh-oh. Okay. Now boing the hedge. Boing the hedge!
You're covered, Phelps.
Yeah, I'm covered by the fact that there's a building between him and me. Did lose my hat, though. I might be worse at being a cop right now.
LAPD, drop the gun now!
Hello, friend. Oh, hey, you're quite dead. Oh, boy. Hey, if they wanted every car in the force here, how come we're the only car here? Who the fuck are you, bud? No identifying marks, no wedding bands. Roy, I'm doing a thing here.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Alvaro Route 217, Hollywood and Sunset between 12 and 2 p.m. I mean, Macombo Table 3, that's where we just were. But is this just all of the places we were? That's not good. Now, Cole, you might want to put on gloves before you handle the... Okay.
It's one of the BARs.
Oh, boy. Alright, I feel as though we've learned a thing. Now, these wouldn't happen to say deny, defend, depose, would they? No? Okay, good.
I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and started treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
Man's got a point, Roy. You're being a racist fuck. All right. What's your, okay. There's your dude face. Your tie's entirely too short, but okay.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Well, you're very obviously being duplicitous, both because of your blinky and sudden hurtiness, and also because the game has eliminated the good cop option because I'm, good at copping. That having been said, do I have anything? I mean, I have the manifest what proves you were there. I have a pocketbook noting that there was a hit on you. What happens if I accuse?
I don't believe you, Felix. I've got gunmen blasting away at innocent citizens. This is getting out of hand. Is there something you want to tell me?
I don't appreciate you calling me a liar, detective. You want to prove that I was involved?
I want to prove that you were involved. I can prove that you were on the boat, but I don't think I can prove that you were involved.
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that? I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It was a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Man's got a point.
The dead guy on the roof works for Mickey Cohen. Why would Cohen want you dead?
Man, I don't know anything about Mickey Cohen or any of those gangsters.
I have anything that proves that he knows something about Mickey Cohen or any of those gangsters. I mean, I've got that it was a hit on you.
Your name was in the sniper's notebook. Level with me, Felix.
Cohen thinks because we were on the boat, we have the morphine. Courtney's meeting those guys to sort it out.
Courtney Sheldon?
Yeah. You remember Sheldon, don't you, Cole?
Yeah, I yelled at him one time.
We'll be in touch, Felix.
I got a trophy for talking Felix into giving up the Marines.
Heard that Jack is in L.A.?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Great.
Pretty cool customer.
Great.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Oh, that is my thumb. Do not bite my thumb. Oh, that is a deep impalement. Oh my God! That was my finger. You bite chomped on my finger.